Okay, hi everyone. Um, I'm nervous. I feel so inspired by the event today. I just want to thank Tony and Dean and everyone for putting together this Thrive event. What I want to share is what I took away from this event, and I'm really, really sorry, but I'm gonna multitask and eat right now. Um, I wish I organized my thoughts. I didn't. So I'm just going to go ahead and go on a tangent and just share everything that I am thinking. The first of which is when Jillian was saying that she felt so called to do something. I have been working on a passion project for the last many years now. However, one of the things that Dean said that I really loved is don't do it for you, because not that my story doesn't matter. However, it's the question that he answered for that, um, oh my God, for Jackie, that really called to me, because do it for that 17-year-old girl, 16-year-old girl, speak to her, because at that time of my life, I wish I had somebody who had reached out a hand and had said, hey, here are people and here are solutions, like you're not alone. So, oh gosh, I'm getting emotional. In order to stop being emotional, I'm gonna do a funny side segment. Hi, wow, thank you guys for tuning in. Wow, this is so amazing. What an amazing community. Um, Funny story, the other day, somebody saw a Squishable in my car and was like, oh, did you know that you could get a Squishmallow if you ordered a Happy Meal? And I have never ordered a Happy Meal in my entire life. And I'll be honest, I was hoping for one of the cuter ones. And then this is the one that I got, Zoomeris. And the funny thing is, when I first got it, the small part of me was disappointed because I wanted one of those cute, smiley ones. However, this is the work that I'm doing. Growing up, there was this concept of you get what you get and you don't get upset. And what would it be to appreciate what you have, regardless of if it's not what you want? But sometimes life gives you not what you want, but really what you need, what's good for you. Oh, hi everyone for watching. And the funny thing is, says Zumeris throws the best fiestas in town. So this little cute bat, who at first I didn't want, is, the one that throws all the parties. So welcome to my little party here. And what I really love is that this McDonald's even has all these like flowers, like this butterfly and these pretty flowers representing spring. And that's what Tony was talking about. What if, no matter where you are in your life, this is your spring season? What if you decided to make it spring every day, no matter what season it was? And what would it mean for you to be planting the seeds? What would it mean for you to be watering the seeds that are birthing? And what would it mean um, for us all to be supporting one another so that come summer, we're all harvesting these beautiful programs and these beautiful testimonials that we are that will come from people's hearts, because the work we're doing is important and it's needed and it's necessary. And the reason why I'm getting all sentimental and teary-eyed is because my passion project is around suicide awareness and suicide prevention. I am a suicide survivor, and but the story doesn't matter, because the thing is, my state has always been very positive, and I apologize because I am going to eat. So, hello, chicken nuggets. And in the past, one of the things holding me back was this sensation, this feeling that this passion work that I wanted to do around suicide awareness and suicide prevention was really heavy. And the thing is that if we have gone through a season of winter, if we have struggled, if we have or are dealing with pain right now, it can be so heavy and it can feel like you are climbing up the mountain and it is virtually impossible. And I think for me, what I feel encouraged about is literally just how inspired I am by what everyone is sharing and how necessary it is for us to be doing the work if we're called to it. And these flowers are so pretty, but it is, right? Like, sometimes it's these little touches, these little things that, hi, oh, hi. So the thing is that, you know, if you're called to be sharing something, you're called to be doing something. Oh, let's do this. There we go. You know, like, then I hope you take on the challenge and you do a live and you put yourself out there and you go for it. I'm excited to try Gigi out and see how I can make this process easier for me. How, you know, one of my excuses is I don't have a team and it's a lot to do for one person. And it sounds like maybe we don't have to do it alone. Maybe there are resources and there are shortcuts and there are things that we can do that are going to make it easier for us. So I help those who are struggling with thoughts of suicide and maybe suicide survivors flourish and thrive and find community, find a sense of belonging, and support one another. So I just wanted to send out lots of heart energy and oh wow, I didn't know that it does that. That's cool. Will it keep doing that? I don't know. That's beautiful. Um, so I don't want to make this video too long. I just I'm putting it out there. I've held, I think, 18 to 20 Serenity Circles. In the beginning, they were free workshops I was doing talking about something called QPR. So just like CPR can save a life, QPR is question, persuade, refer. QPR is the CPR of suicide prevention. And that's not something I made up. It's something that I learned about and I was sharing. And then that's what inspired me to have my Serenity Circle in-person events. And I would love to host a retreat for 100 or 111 suicide survivors, and we can all come together, share our stories, create something together, something magical, something mystical, something something that will move us towards being the person that we wish we had in our lives when it was the darkest times of our lives, and be a beacon of hope for others. I guess a light in the darkness. You know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and it doesn't have to end in suicide, because suicide is 100% preventable. And literally one conversation, even for a minute, even for 10 minutes, can literally save a life. Oh, hi. Oh my gosh, thank you. You're so sweet. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not alone. That's why earlier, I didn't catch her name, but you know, when someone said that she failed at suicide at 17, that was my story. I failed at suicide at 16, and thank goodness, because if I wasn't alive today, I wouldn't be called to do this work. So, I am so inspired by everyone's stories, and for me to know that it doesn't have to be so hard or lonely to go through this journey on my own, and we have one another. So I hope that we can be connected and we can support each other, and that we can change the lives of even just one person. And that's what keeps me doing my work. I have not broken even, and I have not profited, and I'm not making the money I want to, but I know that this is what I'm meant to be doing, because when I held my workshops, somebody who attended told me that he used what I shared with him, and it stopped someone from choosing suicide. So even if I only save one life, it's worth it. It's worth it to keep on this path. It's worth it to keep believing and hoping and seeing the good in people, even when the world shows me otherwise sometimes. But my nature is to want to love and forgive and accept, and we can choose fear and hate and anger, or we can choose love. And I want, oh, thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the encouragement. You guys are so sweet, and I'm really called to this, and I'm going to work as hard as I can. And I don't want to do it alone. So if anyone feels called to what I've shared, I know that I'll be sharing more. And I want to figure out how I can reach people in a way where it doesn't have to be a struggle. And the thing is, you're not alone. And I hope if you see a loved one struggling, if you think that any of your loved ones or you are having suicidal ideation thoughts, please know that help is available, resources are out there, and we're here to support one another. The world can be an ugly and dark and scary place, but it doesn't have to be. There are people who want to support others. Just like Tony said, there's people who want to provide food to others. So there's people who want to provide support, emotional support. If you were not seen or heard growing up, and if you had to suffer and struggle so hard on your own to make it through to this day, and if you're alive because one person or one conversation or something, helped you, then I hope that we can all support each other to be that hope and the little lighthouse, the beacon of hope and light to guide those that are navigating through struggling seas to a place of joy and serenity that is hopefully a long, long, long blissful life. So thank you guys all so much. Excited to keep supporting one another, and thank you for those of you who watched this and for your words of encouragement. Keep love. Bye.